Through them, you imagine you'll persist forever.
You will be our king. We are the blood of old Valyria.
But for them, you surrender what you should not.
What's happening, House of Dragon fans? It's Lamont Tyson, your favorite black nerd, bringing you episode 6, entitled Princess and the Queen. And this story had a lot of focus on parents and their children. And that clip you just saw was a voiceover from Lowry's, his dirty ass. Ladies and gentlemen, never underestimate a gimp or someone with special needs when it comes to Game of Thrones and House of the Dragons. He just showed you that of the two brothers, one had brawn, one had brain. The brain defeats the brawn every time, and we're gonna break this episode down. You're finding me for the first time, please subscribe to the channel. Turn on those notifications so when I drop videos, you get them. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. I'm all over the place. And you can also follow me on the Life Games podcast. And we will be streaming live tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern for those of you that want to come have some fun talking the House of Dragons. Ladies and gentlemen, this episode started out with Rhaenyra delivering a third baby, ladies and gentlemen. And the pain on her face, all it did was just remind men of exactly why the hell we don't want to be a woman, because the burden you ladies carry is devastating. And she's having this kid, and her ass gets summoned by Alicent because Alicent wants to see the hair on the child. This was their form of DNA test to see if she finally had a baby by her man, who we all know likes men. And no, she did not have a baby by him. This baby, we all learned, is by Harwin Strong, and we wind up getting the baby's name of Joffrey. And that baby is named after the fact that Laenor lost his lover, Joffrey. And at first, Rhaenyra is not trying to hear that, but in the end, she did. And I just find it unqueenly of Alicent to call this woman to have her baby given to her after she's delivered. Damn, she hadn't even delivered the afterbirth yet. She was trying to go walk and take the baby down there as the afterbirth is coming out. Damn, Alicent, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. But Alicent is so eager to just dismay and besmirch the name of Rhaenyra because she wants her son Aegon the king so bad that all that friendship they had, or you can cancel that, she don't give a damn about that no more. But we saw Rhaenyra start to soften a little bit, and it seems like she kind of missed the friendship she had with Alicent, because by the end of the episode, when they was arguing about the stepstones, she mentioned that, hey, let me offer my son Jacaerys to Alicent's daughter, Holland, in order to strengthen this entire family. Alicent said, hell to the no, I don't want your baby. Because Alicent wants that direct line to the damn throne, which is going to be Aegon. And so at the end of this episode, Rhaenyra's like, hell, I'm done with this shit. I'm tired of it. We're going to go to Dragonstone. And she actually allows Laenor to say, hey, since your lover is such a good damn fighter and he's good at busting nuts in your booty hole and keeps you happy, hey, bring him along with you. We're leaving this bitch, and we're going to go to Dragonstone. I can't deal with that punk-ass Princess Alicent no more. And so, ladies and gentlemen, Rhaenyra basically done got me back as a fan. I was through with her, but now that they have jumped 7 years and we're to the grown Rhaenyra and the grown Alicent, I'm actually a fan of Rhaenyra one more time, and I thought Alicent was pretty cruel and dirty in this episode. And speaking of cruel and dirty Alicent done got her a ally, ladies and gentlemen, Larys. He is the son of the current hand of the king and also the brother of Harwin Strong. But for whatever the reason, Larys is contemptuous of his family, probably because he has special needs, and sometimes people with special needs get a chip on their shoulder, and he makes a blood pact with Alicent. And basically what he says to her is, look, I'm willing to take out my brother and my daddy to help you advance your narrative. And what we can do to ensure that they're dead is basically we can do this. We can go down there, make a pact with the prisoners, have them cut their damn tongues out so that they can never spew what plan we're cooking, and we can have them go and burn my brother and burn my daddy at Harrenhal, and we can get your daddy back, Allison. My brother is gone, and I expect you to let me have a good hand in the new forming of what this crown is gonna do. And that's exactly what the hell unfolds, ladies and gentlemen. By the end of this episode, through what happened with Harwin Strong beating up Christian Cole for his sharp tongue, they banished him away from King's Landing, and the dad, Hand of the King, was about to resign. The king said, "Nah, I won't let you do it because you've been the best hand." And I agree, he has been the best hand, but he wants to go and basically talk to his son and let him know what you did was wrong. And so at the end, we see all those prisoners burning up the daddy and burning up Harwin Strong at Harrenhal. But ladies and gentlemen, did the daddy really burn up? We saw for sure that Harwin Strong is done. So now all them bastard children, they are officially an empty bastard because their daddy is dead. But post your comments on how you felt about this new alliance with Alicent and Larrys, the smartest gimp in all the House of Dragons. Oh my goodness, boy. That Larrys, boy, he's going to be somebody to be reckoned with. And then Viserys, ladies and gentlemen, this whole episode just getting sicker and sicker, looking like a damn White Walker. Just look at this dude, bald head and his stringy hair. And ladies and gentlemen, not only did this episode make him look weaker, in my opinion, but did you see the way he was coughing and sick? And you remember leprosy is what they're saying he's is extremely contagious, and he's all in everybody's face, coughing and hugging and shit like that. And apparently Alicent ain't giving him no more draw, so I guess she's not going to be stuck with leprosy, but Rhaenyra was all in his damn face. And the issue here with Viserys, he is basically turning a blind eye to what Rhaenyra is doing. Hell, he's just happy Rhaenyra is having babies. He know good and damn well that ain't none of them babies by Laena because the hair ain't the right color. But he don't give a damn about that. He's just happy that she's having the babies. And he even made a comment one time when he seen the new baby saying that it had Laena's nose when he know good and damn well it didn't. Delusional as hell. Alicent keeps trying to tell him, look, you messing up this family. You're making us look bad to the people. But Daddy's not going to go for that because Daddy know the minute he was to announce that Rhaenyra's having sex outside of her wedding, the people are really not in support of Rhaenyra anyway because they don't want a woman king. And he knows that they would be in support of Aegon being on the throne. So post me your comments on the king. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we get to Laena, Valeria, and Daemon. And I thought that this episode was a trip in terms of Daemon. We've seen a Daemon who, he was more studied. He was more measured. He was reading books. He's done wed some kids with Laena. And ladies and gentlemen, for all you ladies that was talking about he can't get it up, hey, once you go black, you don't go back. And he damn sure got it up for her because he got twins and he's got a third one in the bun about to come out. But what was most exciting to me, ladies and gentlemen, Vhagar, the biggest dragon that's left, made her appearance, and God knows that dragon was something special. Huge, menacing, it looks old and grizzled, and Laena was riding Vhagar. And I enjoyed every minute we had Vhagar on screen. But the thing at the end, ladies and gentlemen, because of what was going on at the Pentos, they wanted to use Daemon and Laena's dragons to basically give them power. And Daemon was actually about to go for that. Laena was like, nah, hell no, let's not do this. Let's go do something else. I want to go back home. I miss home. But Daemon is comfortable, ladies and gentlemen. He's feeling like a king. He done got comfortable. He wanted to stay here. And they also mentioned how he's an absent daddy, ladies and gentlemen. And back in them days, they ain't make your ass pay no child support. So he's been an absent daddy. He don't really talk to his kids. And I think on the inside, he's really missing Rhaenyra. And at the end, because of what he wants to do and because of what Lena wants to do, and the pain she had of having that third baby and not being able to have the baby, she decides to go out there and commit suicide by saying Dracarys to herself, to Vhagar. And for a minute, it looked like Vhagar wasn't going to do it. And I was happy about that because Vhagar's probably thinking, damn, man, I haven't had nobody ride me, dragging back in years. And now all of a sudden you want me to kill you. And not only that, but you was a black on dragging back. And now after all these years, I done got me a new writer that I like. You want me to kill you. And it seems like Vhagar was struggling to do it. But ladies and gentlemen, you've seen how it went down. She did it. I was like, damn, Vhagar, damn, Lena. No, just when we starting to like your character, man, and this fresh, badass dragon is here, we want to see you ride this badass dragon. But she went out like a G, I guess. And if you're going to commit suicide, I guess the best way to do it is with your dragon. And did you guys catch the conversation she had with her daughter about sometimes you don't get to have a dragon, you don't get to ride a dragon for a while. Sometimes you don't have an egg, and she didn't get her dragon until she was 15. So are we to believe that she got Vhagar when she was 15? And now that Vhagar doesn't have a rider, it leads me to wonder if Alicent's son, Aemon, is going to be the new rider of Vhagar because Vhagar doesn't have anyone to ride her. And we know Aemon don't got no damn dragon because he didn't have an egg ready for him when he was born. So I hate to see Vhagar go against Daemon, but she's probably going to do that. And you guys post your comments and if you think that's what's going to happen. And now that Daemon is stuck with these twins, he's going to have to be a daddy, and he's probably going to wind up taking his ass back to Dragonstone with his kids, and he's probably going to be, you know, having sex with Rhaenyra because Harwin Strong is gone now. We know she ain't messing around with Laenor because he don't swing his bat that way. And with him coming back with these kids and him seeing her grown, he gonna want them panty draws. And we finally gonna get a baby with silver hair, most likely from Daemon and Rhaenyra. And ladies and gentlemen, there was a heavy, heavy focus on children in this episode. A heavy focus. You had Viserys with his focus on Rhaenyra. You had Lionel Strong with his focus on Harwin. And then you had Harwin with his focus on Jacaerys, and Alicent with her focus on Aegon, ladies and gentlemen. And you had that voiceover that I played you guys in the beginning from Larry's, just basically talking about the way people feel about their kids and the devilish things they'll do to make their kids survive and to have their children be their legacy. And is he gonna have a kid? Because he done killed his daddy, we think. We know for sure he killed his brother, and he's proven to be the strongest of all the strongs. And with the dad going, 100%, you know Otto is gonna be coming back to be the hand of the king, because Alicent is gonna be all in the king's ear, and the king is just gonna continue to get his ass weaker and weaker. And now that Rhaenyra has left, she won't be able to defend herself from Alicent, and you're going to probably have Alicent and Otto just poisoning the king against Rhaenyra to make Aegon sit on the throne. But here's the problem with Aegon and Alicent, ladies and gentlemen. Alicent and Aegon's relationship is reminding me more and more of Cersei and Joffrey. Joffrey was a little petulant child, and we already got Aegon standing in the window, jacking off in front of everybody, giving a public display of his teenagery. And when she came in and caught his ass, she didn't really admonish him for that, as much as she gave him a story and a threat of Rhaenyra becoming the queen, and that could end his life and the bloodline of Alicent and her crew, as opposed to admonishing him for damn near standing on the window, nutting on everybody. And there was a running joke with all the kids picking on Aemon Targaryen because he doesn't have a dragon. And I've already just kind of told you guys what my theory is going to be with Aemon. He doesn't have a dragon, but he's probably going to get Vhagar at some point in time, and that's going to make me very sad because I would love to see Vhagar stay with Rhaenyra, Daemon, Laenor, and the Valerians in that realm of the story. At the very end, we see Jacaerys walks out the room with his mama and mentions, is Harwin strong, my daddy? And it makes you wonder, how is he going to take that? For all these years, they've lied to him about Laenor being a daddy. He's finally realizing that Harwin is a daddy. Now, Harwin, he basically said, I'm a bastard. Harwin is dead, so he's a bastard without a father. How is that going to make him feel toward his parents? Or will he feel bad toward his parents? And when the parents finally realize that Harwin died, possibly at the hands of Alicent, will he come back and be on their side because he wants to avenge the death of his father? So, ladies and gentlemen, this was a great episode for me. I really, really enjoyed it. Sometimes it gets on my nerve with all these time jumps, but I feel like they're doing a pretty decent job of making these time jumps happen properly. But I want to hear from you guys. Let me know what you think. Post me all your comments. Don't forget to like the video, comment, subscribe, follow me on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. And be sure to come catch me live tonight as we'll be talking House of Dragon Episode 6 review. And then we'll be back on Friday night doing the same thing, previewing the next episode. And ladies and gentlemen, if you watch long enough, you might see the Hood Targaryen who wields his famous and infamous fire and ice butter knife. Till that next Sexy as Hell video, I'll see you.